And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cisne High School as we are finally able to get underway with our first television broadcast of the spring baseball season, spring 2025 baseball season here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks, as we have just a huge assortment of ball games planned for you throughout the next 2 months, throughout the middle to late May with postseason. And we are going to start it all off today with a couple of old favorites here on Wabash Catch TV, the Cisne Running Lions playing host to the South Central Cougars in a non-conference game here in Cisne. Hello, folks. My name is Bruce Dickey for Wabash Catch TV. Now, the Running Lions come in with a 2-1 record as they lost their first contest last Tuesday against Galatia, and they've won 2 in a row since then against both Odin and Weber, and they come in on a little bit of a nice warm streak as those 2 wins in a row. Now, the South Central Cougars, they are 1-1. As they won their first contest of the season and then fell yesterday to Fairfield down in Fairfield. So both teams here, it's the early going of the season, and it kind of typical for both teams to start out the year in that the offenses have not quite yet caught up to the defenses for either the Cougars or for the Running Lions. But that's something that you'll catch up to. They'll catch up over the course of the next 2 months as we've got ball games today. We have a game, I believe, set for tomorrow. We've got 2 on Friday. I know that the South Central Cougars will be hosting on Friday against, they'll be hosting the Christ Our Rock Lutheran Silver Stallions up in Ken Mundy. We'll have that game on Friday as well as a game down in Fairfield on Friday as it is the Fairfield Mules hosting the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes on Friday afternoon. Fleener versus Fleener. That coming up later this week. Here it ought to be a fun one as Justin Carson getting his first action as head coach of the Running Lions. Again, the Lions in at 2-1. This is our first look at Coach Carson with the Lions. Of course, for South Central, Kurt Jones has been there for eons. He's been the Cougars coach for quite some time, and he is an outstanding coach, over 400, 500, 600 wins, some huge number that I can't even keep track of. It'll be a fun one today, again, as the Cougars take on the Running Lions. The Running Lions have taken the field. Gavin Harrell on the mound as starting pitcher today for the Running Lions. He is a senior. He'll be throwing to a freshman behind home plate, Tucker Bowen, wearing the tools of ignorance today. As let's take a look at the defense for the Running Lions, starting over in. I'll tell you what. Let's do first. Let's give you the lineup for South Central to start things off here tonight. Hudson Moore will lead off. He's a left fielder, wears number 23 for South Central. He is a junior. He'll be followed by senior Callaway Smith, number 7. Playing shortstop today, and then Colton Smith, first base, wearing number 20 today. Both Smith, I don't know, I'm not even sure they're related. Both Smith players are seniors. Trevin Sidwell will bat cleanup for the Cougars. He is over at third base. It'll be number 5, Maddox Robb, the catcher for the Cougars. He is also a senior. 6 seniors in the starting lineup for South Central. Hitting 6th is Zane Montez, playing second base. Evan Hoover plays right field. He'll hit 7th. The pitcher, Chase Garadas, will hit 8th, and 9th is Seth Jones. Seth Jones in center field today for the Cougars. So Moore, Smith, Sidwell, Robb, Montez, and Hoover, Garadas, and Seth Jones for the Cougars. Around the outfield, let's start on the infield for the Cisne Running Lions. Over at third base, Zach Dagg is a sophomore. He wears number 14. He'll be joined at shortstop by Hagan Howard, number 2, also a junior. Josh Biggs is a senior at second base, and over at first base is Harv Kaiser. Harv is a freshman. 3 freshmen in the starting lineup for Cisne today. Around the outfield, number 5 is Eric Atwood in left, Caden Dagg in center, and Ben Spencer over in right field. And again, the battery is Tucker Bowen behind the plate, Gavin Harrell throwing to him, and the first pitch is out for a ball, second pitch in for a strike as swinging through it, Hudson Moore looking now at a 1-1 count as we are underway on the 2025 spring baseball season here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you all so much for joining us. If you're watching on the streamer, remember if you're away from your television, that's a bouncer gathered by Howard, fires across in time for the first out of the day. If you're watching on your television, remember, we're always streaming these games on Facebook Live at Catch TV Live Broadcasting on Facebook. Also, we have them on YouTube at the Wabash Catch TV channel on YouTube. So easy to find, hard to beat. I'm going to have to keep that as a slogan. That's pretty good. I like that. 6-3 on the putout to start the game. Next in, Callaway Smith. Smith at shortstop for the Cougars. He is I think, I got to tell you, looking at this Cougar squad, numerous players are 2- and 3-year starters, especially Callaway Smith and Colton Smith. They are certainly 3-year starters for the Cougars. And, of course, the Cougars play fall baseball as well, as that strike 3 gets away, but it's picked up by Tucker Bowen, who throws down for the second out of the inning. Colton Smith will step in with 2 outs now. Gorgeous day for baseball here in Cisne, Illinois. 61 degrees. They had track practice just across the way as Smith pops out to deep left field, and that gets over. Short porch over there in left field, and the first run of the game scored by Colton Smith on a solo home run as the Cougars get out to a 1-0 lead here over the Running Lions. Colton Smith jogging the bases over. That went right over the top of the 305 sign over in left center. 305 feet out to left center. Left field is the particularly short porch. Down the left field line just 280 feet. Right field line is 300. Right center 310. And out to center field to where the flag is laying limply. No breeze much whatsoever today. Is 350 feet to deep center field. Gavin Harrell a little frustrated with himself after giving up that dinger. He had breezed through the first couple of Cougars today. And that one strikes Trevin Sidwell. Not much of it, but he got enough. You get the shirt, that's a hit by pitch, and that was what happened. So that'll put a man on base. Sidwell heading to first base. That will bring up Maddox Robb, and Gavin Harrell wanted to have a chat with his catcher. Cisne more often used to Cooper Bowen catching, but Bowen severely injured his knee last fall, and he has been out of service for quite some time, but Cooper thinks he's going to be back next week. He's very hopeful. He's hoping to get released from his doctor and retake his position in front of his brother behind the plate. Bouncer to the left side is foul, out of play. Umpires here tonight, Lee Wiley behind the plate. Sean Scarborough out on the bases today for this afternoon's non-conference contest between Cisne and South Central on a gorgeous Wednesday afternoon. Strike two, inside corner to the catcher, the senior catcher for South Central, Maddox Robb. 1-2 the count. Runner holds up. Strike three is swung through, and that will end the inning. But South Central picks up a run. They leave one. We'll move to the bottom of the first inning. South Central jumps out to a 1-0 lead.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Starting lineup for the running lines today. It'll be Josh Biggs hitting first. It'll be Gavin Harrell in the second spot. Then Hagan Howard, followed by Caden Dagg batting cleanup. Zach Dagg hits fifth today, followed by Harv Kaiser. Logan Perkins will be in as the DH as the number 7 spot. Ben Spitzner hitting eighth, and Tucker Bowen in the 9 hole for the running lines. Biggs, Harrell, Howard. Dagg, Kaiser, Perkins, Spitzner, and Bowen. As second pitch of the game, they swung on, knocked too short, throw across in time. Nice play from Callaway Smith, getting Josh Biggs down at first. Defensively for South Central, Chase Garatas back out on the mound. Garatas. I keep getting it wrong. I'm gonna sound stupid. I apologize. He throws home to Maddox Robb. Maddox is a senior, wears number 8. Across the infield, it is Trevin Sidwell over at third. Callaway Smith at short, as that one is knocked right back at Garatas. He knocks it down, picks it up, and throws over easily for the second out. Nice play by Garatas. He taking his time. Callaway Smith at short. Zane Montez at second base. Colton Smith over at first. Around the outfield, Hudson Moore out in left field. Seth Jones ranging center, and Evan Hoover over in right. Again, your pitching battery. Chase Garatas will be throwing to Maddox Robb behind the plate. 2 quick outs brings in Hagen Howard. And he'll watch ball one zip past pretty high. Pretty good thrower. Pretty good hard throw there for Garadas. And he'll even the count at 1-1. You know, a pretty handy way to get baseballs and foul balls back into the umpire. I tell you what, they're doing it here. Anytime you bring a ball to the umpire, the concession stand is instructed to give you a soda. How about that? All kinds of kids running around chasing baseballs. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll do it for Cisne here in the first. We'll head to the top of the second inning. 1-0 in favor of South Central.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
So we move to the top of this inning. South Central holding 1-0 lead. It'll be Zane Montez, followed by Evan Hoover and Chase Garadas. The numbers 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the South Central lineup. Gavin Harrell, senior, on the mound for Cisne. There was some pretty good cheese, too. Got a little speed on it. They've got a radar gun down there behind home plate, but I haven't heard any numbers yet. It is 2-1 now on Montez, second baseman for South Central. Swing and a miss, evens the count at 2. This is the first contest of the year here on Wabash Catch TV. Oh, and they hit him. Second hit batsman for Harrell. That one actually got him, as opposed to the other one that kind of got the shirt. This one got Montez, and he took a good one. He'll head down to first base and plot his revenge. He may just get revenge by stealing second. Harv Kaiser trying to hold Montez on as faking the bunt. The ball gets away from Bowen, and he will take second base on a wild pitch. So that moves the runner down to second, and Harrell will have one bunted right back to him. Looks to third, throws back to first, and it is a successful sacrifice, 1-3 for Evan Hoover. So with one out, that'll bring up the pitcher, Chase Garadas. Good opportunity here for a little healthy selfie for number 4, senior pitcher for South Central. Listed at 5'10", 150 pounds. He may have had some extra Wheaties that morning that they were measuring. Man on third base, that is Zane Montez. He's got some pretty decent speed as the first pitch from Gavin Harrell well out of the zone. He may be overthrowing a little bit there. Trying to make sure he pays attention to the man at third, and as that is a fake bunt. Safety squeeze, apparently, potentially there in play. Not the suicide, because Montez wasn't running down the line. That one gets away from the catcher, and short backstop here at Cisne helps out the running Lions. Bowen able to track that down pretty quickly. Montez has to retreat back to third base. So with one out, it's a 2-1 count to Gratis. Appreciate all you folks up in the Ken Mundy Farina area tuning in today. He sets the bunt, and that one's high. They ask for the check on the swing, and Garadas had brought the bat back. 3-1. He knocks that one over the drawn-in infield for a base hit. That'll score a run. Garadas with an RBI. Second hit of the day for South Central. And the hit by pitch comes around to score. So that'll bring up Seth Jones with one out and a man on first base. Jones, a senior for South Central. Senior outfielder. Up there with just one out and a man on. South Central trying to get a big inning started. So that one bounces. No runner. Garadas thought about it. Or did he get replaced by a courtesy? He sure did. No, that's Garadas, number 4. Sometimes when your pitcher's a good hitter, you just leave them in and let them run. As Jones swings through strike 2. One out, 1-2 the count, Seth Jones. Hudson Moore on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 3, runner goes, no throw. So a man in scoring position as the lineup turns back over. Hudson Moore, who grounded to short back in the first inning, comes up with 2 outs here in the second. And he pops that one out into left field. It's trouble heading out short left field, and making the play is the shortstop, Hagan Howard, to end the inning. But South Central comes up with a run on a hit, and they leave one. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. It is 2-0 South Central.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you could be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance. We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank To Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think the
Heading to the plate for Cisne, the cleanup hitter, Caden Dagg. Cisne's looking for their first base runner today against Chase Garadas. And first pitch to Dagg is up and out of the zone. The senior Dagg will be followed by the sophomore Dagg, Zach Dagg, and then Harv Kaiser. 4, 5, and 6. Anybody gets on, we'll see Logan Perkins, the designated hitter. Garadas hides the ball pretty doggone well. He bringing that, even though he's right-handed, he brings that thing well hidden until it comes bursting from his arm. About a 3/4 delivery. Maybe a slight breeze now out in center field as that ball bounces to second base. Montez all over it, throws over for the out. There's the replay. Our out in the truck today doing a great job. Abby Springmeyer, Ty Landreth. On the cameras today, Bill Reed down to third baseline and Greg Suzuki over on the first baseline. Good to see a good crew here on hand. Bruce Dickey here in the booth for Wabash Cats TV. Appreciate you folks tuning in on this final Wednesday of March. Bouncer gathered. Oh, it gets through Garadas and no chance. It'll be the first base runner of the game. Got to call that a base hit, as that just kind of took an odd bounce right over the glove of Garadas. And that'll bring up Harv Kaiser. Had he touched it, I'd have probably given him an error there, but he never got a hand on it. It just took an odd bounce here on this nice infield for the running lines. They've got the grass infield, and it might have been a mental error in not getting it, but those don't count in the book. You got to bobble it. As it is, Harv Kaiser up with one out and a man on. The freshman swings through a strike two. Cisne in their bright orange uniforms today with, and he swung at that one as it was gone. And held on to by the catcher. Harv just could not help himself. That'll be out number 2. He was trying to golf it. So here comes Logan Perkins with 2 outs and a man on. As I was saying, Cisne in their orange jerseys today with blue numerals. Cisne across the front. Numbers on the front as well as the back. That's always handy for those of us trying to tell you the story of what we see. South Central in their typical navy blues with gray pants, white numerals, and white South Central emblazoned across their chest. Bouncer to the left side, gobbled up by Sidwell. He throws to second and drew the fielder off the bag. Montez had to kind of jump to his left to get it. And that'll go down as an infield hit for Logan Perkins. So here comes Ben Spitzner with man in scoring position. Cisne trails 2-0. They want to get onto the scoring cavalcade as well. Bouncer down the right side. Gobbled up by Colton Smith. He'll handle it unassisted. So the running Lions leave 2. They have a couple of hits. We'll head to the top of the third inning. Score remains 2-0 South Central.
When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think The Insurance Place in Iuka. With over 15 years of experience, Jamie Butts offers the best in home, auto, commercial, farm, and Medicare supplement insurance. The Insurance Place handles a variety of companies and provides the flexibility that only an independent agent can deliver. Plus, bundled pricing saves you so much more. It's The Insurance Place at the Ice Cream Corner on Route 50.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Cisne. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Inning number 3 set to begin for the South Central Cougars and the Cisne Running Lions, as it'll be the numbers 2, 3, and 4 hitters for South Central. Callaway Smith, Colton Smith, and Trevin Sidwell. This crew brought a little thunder back in the first inning as Colton got the scoring underway with a home run just barely over the 305 sign over in left field. If anybody gets on, Maddox Robb will bat. Callaway Smith at the plate. Struck out back in the first inning, swinging. Again, Friday afternoon, we've got a couple of games for you. We will be in Kinmundy as South Central hosts Christ Our Rock Lutheran. We'll have these same Cougars on Friday for you. And also on Friday, we'll be in Fairfield, the Mules taking on Totopolis. Knocked to left field on the run. Eric Atwood can't track it down. And heading into second base with a stand-up double, Callaway Smith. Boy, it looked like Atwood might have had a shot at it, but it just barely passed his outstretched arms. And a stand-up double for Callaway Smith to lead things off here in this third inning. 2-0 the lead already for South Central, and they have a man in scoring position to try to extend. A bouncer on the first pitch. Harrell snares it, throws over to first base after looking back the runner. I tell you what, Gavin Harrell couldn't have played that much any better than that. That was the first out now. And Colton Smith, who hit a home run back in the first inning, sits down after grounding to the pitcher. So Trevin Sidwell will check in with one out and a man on second. He watches strike one zip past. Taps the base, swings at the next one into right center on the run. The play is made nicely by Ben Spitzner as they are one out away from stranding a leadoff double. Here comes the catcher, Maddox Robb. He's a senior. Struck out back in the first. Swings through strike one. Each of these teams has missed a game or two to some inclement weather. The season started legally last week, but it was a little cold last week, and sometimes teams just don't want to come play in the cold. As that one is swung on and missed, ball gets away from Tucker Bowen, and that will move Callaway Smith over to third with 2 outs and a 1-2 count on Maddox Robb. Gavin Harrell fires home, foul off to the left. Zach Dagg, third baseman, was heading over to cover third. Might create a little hole over there where in the left side of the infield. That one up high. It's 2-2 still. 2-2 with 2 outs. 2-0 the score for South Central. Top of the third. Bouncer to the left side. Snared by Dagg. Throws it over. Bounces it to Harv Kaiser for the out in time. So the leadoff double is stranded for the Cougars. We'll head to the bottom of the third inning. 2-0 South Central.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Pegel's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Pegel Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
South Central leads Cisne 2-0. As we move into the bottom half of the inning number 3, Tucker Bowen will head up for his first cuts at Chase Garadas. He'll be followed by Josh Biggs and Gavin Harrell. Anybody gets on, you're looking at Hagan Howard, the number 3 hitter. So 9-1-2. First pitch swung on, bounce up the middle, and it's going to drop for a hit. Little looper. And Tucker Bowen will be safe at first bases. Zane Montes got over there, got a hand on it, but not much he would have been able to do had he even come up with it cleanly. Kind of a slow lobby thing. Bloopy. The one of the seniors for Cisne stepping in, Josh Biggs, he grounded out to short back in the first inning. His second look at Garadas. And he's taking a long look at first base. He knows there's a catcher over there, and he does not want to see Tucker Bowen take second base. Cisne now with 3 hits. That's a foul ball down the left side. Just barely hit. Rolled about 15 feet is all. Now a little bit more breeze out on the flag as it's blowing out, I guess, to right center, but not much. That one outside. Ball 1. 1-2 the count on Gavin Harrell. Pardon me, on Josh Biggs. Harrell's on deck. A throw over. Keeping Tucker Bowen close. Bouncer to the left side. Chance for 2. There's 1 down to first. In time. What a nice play by Trevin Sidwell and a nice turn by the Cougars. It is a 6-4-3 double play. And there all of a sudden are 2 outs. As Bowen is erased. There's another reason that Garadas was trying to keep Bowen close. He didn't get a good run to second after that ball was poked to third. Trevin Sidwell with a great start on that. And a nice scoop by Colton Smith on the after the throw from Montez, too. Oh, inside, able to spin away from it. Gavin Harrell. It is ball 2. There's a first strike to Harrell. I'm looking at his shoes. Those are like, they're the color of the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. And there is ball 4. So Harrell will walk. Maybe get a look at those. That's the Mystery Machine. Okay. Hagen Howard struck out back in the first. And I think Gavin Harrell's probably a little bit more of a has more of a chance to steal probably than Tucker Bowen, and I think Chase Garadas thinks that as well. As Harrell makes sure that his wheel is tight and tied down to the car. He's ready to go. He's got a good lead, too. Howard calls time. Has got a little impatient waiting on Garadas to throw to first or to throw home. He throws home. Ball in. For ball 1. 2 outs. Man at first base here in the 3rd inning. Running lines need some runs. As that one is popped up and out of play. South Central with 1 in the first, 1 in the second. They lead 2-0. We're here in the bottom of the 3rd. Cisne trying to get a threat going. Don't know that we've seen move number 1 yet to the first base, as that one's bounced over to the hole, snagged by Smith. He throws across, and in time for the out. Good stretch over there by Colton Smith. Callaway Smith to Colton Smith. Look at this stretch by Colton Smith to get that out at first base. That'll do it for the running Lions. They leave 1. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. It's 2-0 South Central.
Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more.
Oh yeah,
Give me all your guns, too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Welcome back to Cisne. Top of inning number 4, South Central visiting the Running Lions here on a gorgeous Wednesday afternoon on Wabash Catch TV. Appreciate y'all tuning in. It'll be Zane Montez leading things off for the Cougars. He was hit by a pitch and scored back in the second. He scored the second run of the game. Cougars have 2 runs, Cisne with none, as Gavin Harrell throws ball 1. He'll be followed by Evan Hoover, Chase Garadas, and anybody gets on, Seth Jones will get an opportunity to swing here in inning number 4. As that one is up and out. Boy, Lee Wiley has had a pretty consistent strike zone today. Doing a good job. And actually, a couple of pretty close calls have been tight over there at first base. Sean Scarborough doing a pretty good job as well. The men in blue getting their season going too here last week and this week. This is our first telecast to you folks today of baseball in 2025, as that one's up and out of the zone for ball 4. As we were rained out in Salem on a Monday and rained out yesterday in Louisville. Gorgeous day in Louisville. I guess the field was a little wet. Another one out of the zone. Harrell overthrew that one wildly, and he is now having trouble finding the plate as he's thrown 1 strike out of 6 pitches here in this 4th inning, and he's spinning his arm around there too like he is not comfortable. Puts the runner at second base, bunt to the left side. That's a dandy over at first safe. Hoover with a successful bunt for a hit. And that moves Montez over to third. With nobody out, Chase Garadas to the plate. Harrell and his catcher, Tucker Bowen, having the occasional miscommunication issue, but Harrell's next is in for a strike. About the 4th or 5th pitch of the game, Gavin Harrell asked his catcher to come out and so they could make sure that they are on the exact same page. 0-1 to count, fake bunt. That's strike 2. Garada's got the bat pulled back in time, but it was down the pipe. Harold makes a long look at first, now peers over at third. He's still looking at first. Bouncer bunted to the left side or the right side, and heading back, Zane Montes beats any potential throw over to third, and that is another infield hit. So 2 hits that have not left the grass here in this 4th inning, and the bases are juiced for senior Seth Jones. I might not be surprised if he squares to bunt again. Nope, swing and a miss. Jones struck out back in the 2nd. Big opportunity here for South Central. He knocks that one into short center field. They will get down for a hit. 1 run is in, and that is all. But 3 hits in a row leave the bases loaded and a run in following a leadoff walk, and Justin Carson needs to come in and have a chat with his pitching staff. See if Gavin Harrell will remain. The way he's holding his glove in his left hand, he'd prefer not to or in his right hand, but he's also got the ball in his right hand, and Justin Carson has not asked for it yet. Hoover over at third base. Chase Garadas out at second. Seth Jones over at first. Still nobody out. 1 run is in, and the top of the lineup coming up for Hudson Moore, Callaway Smith, and Colton Smith. And Justin Carson having a word about the defense with his staff, and now he will hand the ball off to another pitcher. We will take a break while the running Lions get warmed up. That's going to be coming in to pitch Hagen Howard. We'll be back after these words.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained.
Hagen Howard, right-handed pitcher, takes to the mound in a huge pickle here for the running Lions as Gavin Harrell takes his place at shortstop. First pitch is out of the zone to Hudson Moore. Bases are loaded, full of Cougars. Hoover over at third. Garada's out at second. Seth Jones at first. And nobody is out here in the top of the 4th inning. That one, the second pitch out of the zone, wild. Away from Tucker Bowen behind the plate. Tucker's big brother Cooper told me before the game he thinks he'll be back in a week or so. As that one is bounced too short, knocked down by Harrell, throws to third for the out there. As the running Lions will pick up 1 out, but Evan Hoover comes in to score the second run of the inning. That makes it 4-0. And Moore is on. first base. Jones to second. 6-5 on the putout. Fielder's choice. That one is knocked through for a base hit. Jones holds up at third, and the bases will be loaded again. Fourth hit of the inning for South Central. 1, 2, 3, 4. And still just one out. 4-0 the lead for the Cougars. That's Colton Smith, who hit a home run back in the first inning. Would dearly love to poke another one out over that 305 sign over in left field. Right-handed swinger. Peers out at Hagen Howard. And watches strike one zip past. Jones over on third. Moore at second. Callaway Smith over at first. And it's 2-1. Howard had trouble finding the plate, his first batter. And that next one is knocked it over into the neighborhood. That was really cranked into, that might have got to the grade school on that foul. Hagen Howard back to the mound. As that one out of the zone fills the count at 3-2. Looks like the cornfield not yet planted. Probably going to put beans out there. Doesn't look like it's been drilled yet. That one knocked into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. One run is in. Atwood comes up with it, but not quickly enough to get the second one home as Seth Jones scores and Hudson Moore comes around to score. That make it a 6-0 lead for South Central. 4 runs in so far here in this fourth inning. They got 1 run in the first, 1 in the second, 4 so far here in the third, and there's still just 1 out. Cougars bats heating up a little bit with the sunshine. Cisne wearing their blue caps, orange jerseys, gray baseball pants. South Central in their navy jerseys as that's bounced to the left side, gathered by Dag. He touches the base, throws across, and time for the double play. But the Cougars pick up 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. They leave 1. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It is 6-0 South Central.
For nearly 40 years, family-owned Little Egypt Golf Cars has been dedicated to serving Southern Illinois' golf and utility car needs. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility located along I-57 in Salem. Our interactive showroom displays all of the latest accessories and vehicle designs. We offer new and used vehicle sales, a full parts and service department, and a rental fleet of over 600 vehicles. Whether it's riding in style on the course, cruising with the family, or having a rugged vehicle on the job site, we have you covered. Proudly serving Illinois and Missouri with 3 locations.
Take a trip to Old Mexico with the whole family without ever leaving Southern Illinois. It's La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon. La Fuente's authentic Mexican cuisine will delight every appetite, from sizzling fajitas to tasty tacos to the best burritos this side of the Rio Grande. La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Back to the mound heads Chase Garadas as the first pitch is popped into right field. An easy catch out there for Evan Hoover, eliminating Caden Dagg. As we have entered the bottom of the fourth inning, Cisne looking for their first runs of the game. They do have 3 hits, but they're all basically the infield variety. There is a base hit into the outfield. Zach Dagg with the first clean hit of the day. Oh, that's the second clean hit of the day, as I recall. He stands on first base while Harv Kaiser heads to the plate. Harv struck out back in the second inning, and he watches that one zip by for strike one. Opening day tomorrow for the St. Louis Cardinals. That's a holiday in St. Louis. Hope those folks over there have a good time. That'll be on Channel 371 at around 3:15 is the game time. Bouncer to the left side, gets right through Callaway Smith. And that is an E6. I think he got a hand on it. They bent down together, and Kurt Jones wants to come out and talk to his defense. I think he didn't like – I don't think he likes, first of all, I don't think he likes the first 2 hitters getting on base right after they picked up 4 more runs. That's one thing that sometimes you feel like you've got a safe lead, and Garadas is done. That will be Zane Montez coming to the mound here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll take a quick break while Montez warms up. We'll be back here in Cisne after these words.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-20.
Evan Hoover moves into play second base for the Cougars as Montez steps to the mound and fires strike one to Logan Perkins. Perkins with a good base hit back there in the second inning. Logan Perkins, sophomore for Cisne, watches that one zip past. Runners on first and second base. That is Zach Dagg out there on second. He got a base hit to start this. Didn't start the inning with a one-out base hit for Dagg, as that one is popped foul out of place. And then a grounder that got right through Callaway Smith from Harv Kaiser. So with one out, two on. And Steve Reich, three looking. Nice curveball. Perkins backed up on that and then watched it come right across as Zane Montez sets the first man he sees. Ben Spitzner will check in. He grounded to first back in the fourth inning, or pardon me, in the second inning. We're in the fourth now. 6-0 the lead for South Central. Zach Dagg leading dangerously off of second base as Spitzner needed to be about 7 feet tall to hit that one. He tried. It was way up high. It's a 1-1 count on Spitzner. He watches strike two zip past. A lot of times when you get fooled like that, you want to sit one out. And that cost Spitzner there. That was a nice pitch. That one is outside for a ball two. 2-2 the count. 2 men on, 2 outs. Deuces wild here in Cisne. As our friend Mike Shannon used to say. Everybody's friend, Mike Shannon. Friend of the world. Full count. Runners on first and second. And timeout is taken as I think Ben Spitzner might have gotten a bee in his waistband. Started grabbing that right waistband saying, what's going on here? Throw back to second. Gets by Hoover, but Dagg's not a runner. So a full count. Where's the first and second? Montez does not dawdle. He fires home. Swing and a miss. Strike three. That'll do it. The threat is put down as the running Lions with a base hit leave 2. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. It is 6-0 South Central.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
Top of inning number 5 set to begin here in Cisne. The South Central Cougars lead the running Lions 6-0. They will send the number 5, 6, and 7 hitters to the plate. Maddox Robb, Zane Montez, Evan Hoover, Chase Garadas if anybody gets on. And actually, Chase might be out of the game. I couldn't tell the number of who went into left field. We'll see. As Montez now pitching. Hagen Howard pitching for Cisne, however. And I think it's a 1-0 count. That one outside, make it 2-1. 2-1 the count. Abby Springmeyer out there in the truck had it right all along. I don't know why I didn't look down. I was looking at the scoreboard. Strike two into Rob. I tell you what, Abby Springmeyer keeping track of the cameras and instant replays. Ty Landreth is bringing those to you. He does an outstanding job. Base knock through the left side as the Cougars trying to get that merry-go-round going again. And that will bring up Zane Montez. He has scored twice today on hit by pitch and a walk. He's 0 for 0 with 2 runs scored. Well, that's unusual. That the 9th hit, by the way, on the day for the running Lions. For the Cougars. 9 hits for the Cougars. Versus 4 hits for the running Lions. 6 runs for the Cougars versus 0 runs for the running Lions. As Rob leans off of first. That is ball 2. Don't forget Friday. We'll be in South Central as they host Christ Our Rock Lutheran. Christ Our Rock Lutheran, a pretty good ball club last year and the last couple of years. That's going to be a good matchup for South Central. Starts around 4:30 as Howard throws 4 straight balls. Montez still without an official at-bat. How about that? As he came around to score in the 4th, he came around to score in the 2nd, the 2nd run of the game, and the 3rd run of the game for Montez. Nobody out. Evan Hoover steps in. He is 1 for 1. That ball gets away, bounces back quickly, however, to Bowen. Now check that new catcher. Behind the plate is Shane Losey. Shane Losey behind the plate now for Cisne. Let's see if Bowen has gone out onto the field. Don't think so. That ball poked into center field. Easy to handle for Caden Dagg, and he'll toss it back in for out number 1. So Garadas heads to the plate. Chase, C-H-A-S-E. Garadas, G-U-E-R-R-A-T-T-A-Z. He pops it foul and playable for the third baseman for Cisne, Josh Biggs. So a foul out for the second out. And a courtesy runner comes in for, well, I don't have his name. Number 2 in for, what is it? Thank you. Gotcha. Luke Shoemate will hit for Seth Jones here. Number 9. And I do not have a number 1 or a number 2 on my list of South Central players. Oh, well. All right. That means he runs like a ghost. He's a ghost runner out there on second base. Bouncer foul down the left side from Shoemate. Shoemate gets on. That'll bring up the top of the lineup. Hudson Moore awaits another crack at Cisne pitching. He grounded into a fielder's choice against Hagen Howard back in the 4th. 2 outs. Inside, strike 2. Next to Shoemate. Up high. Up high. 2-2. Check that. 3-2 the count. 3-2 the count. I tell you what, Abby's right again. And there is ball 4. Shoemate comes in, takes a big walk with 2 outs. That'll bring up the top of the lineup. Hudson Moore looking for his first hit of the day. Now with the bases loaded. No runs in yet here in this 5th inning. But with a base hit and 2 walks, the Cougars are threatening. Maddox Robb led off with a hit. His ghost runner is running over at third. Way up and in. Ball 1, strike 1. And that one is poked foul out of play. So 2-1 the count for Moore. Moore has grounded to short. He has flied to short. And he grounded to short again for a fielder's choice when Gavin Harrell threw it over to third base to get the out over there. Back in the 4th inning, the first out of the 4th inning. He is looking for his first hit of the day. He did come around to score in the 4th. And that one is foul down the left side as it hits the building. It had some spin on it. Got all the way to the wall. Eric Atwood out there in left field had no chance to get over there and get it. Atwood, Dag, and Spitzner around the outfield. Zach Dag, Hagen Howard, Josh Biggs, and Harv Kaiser on the infield. That one is out of the zone. Ball 4, and it bring in a run. And Justin Carson needs to go out and have a word with his pitcher. That's the 3rd walk this inning from Hagen Howard. And that can be the big pickle in high school baseball. Once you start losing your control, it often goes in a heartbeat. 1 run is in. That makes it 7-0. Howard remains on the mound with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Montez over at third base. It is Luke Shoemate out at second. And Hudson Moore on first for the Cougars. Callaway Smith will step in. He's got a double and a single today. Struck out back in the 1st. A base hit here would be devastating, and he thought he had Hagen Howard timed, and then it was a curve ball, came back in and a little slower than he thought. 0-1 the count. Watches that one hit the outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 the count to Callaway Smith. He's 2 for 3. And that one bounces through the dirt off the backstop. Losey able to go get it. Shane Losey behind the plate now. There is ball 2. Good eye for Callaway Smith. Ball 3. And another one that bounced right back to Running Lions catching. They have been treated very well by that short backstop. They won't let you build a field anymore without 60 feet of backstop. It's been a long time since this one was built in Cisne, and that's probably about 20 feet of backstop. Runners go. The ball is knocked into center field. Caden Dagg ranges back, makes the play to end the 5th inning. But the Cougars do come up with 1 run on 1 hit. They leave the bases jacked. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Score is 7-0 South Central.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance. We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think The Insurance Place in Iuka. With over 15 years of experience, Jamie Butts offers the best in home, auto, commercial, farm, and Medicare supplement insurance. The Insurance Place handles a variety of companies and provides the flexibility that only an independent agent can deliver. Plus, bundled pricing saves you so much more. It's The Insurance Place at the Ice Cream Corner on Route 50.
7-0 the lead for South Central as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Tucker Bowen back into his catcher spot, or DHing, I guess, for Shane Losey. He'll bat first here in the 5th, followed by Josh Biggs and Gavin Harrell. Anybody gets on, we'll see Hagan Howard as Zane Montes throws the first 2 pitches out of the zone. Montez came in with 1 out in the 4th inning. 1 out and 2 runners on, and he immediately threw strikeout to end any threat from Cisne in the 4th, but he's about to start one here in the 5th, as that one is well outside and ball 4 to Tucker Bowen. So here comes Josh Biggs looking for his first hit today. He grounded short, then ground into a double play in the 3rd. Up high from Montez. Yet, that one was close. I was going to say yet to be close, but he's yet to have a strike. There's his first strike of the inning, and it's popped up into fair territory where it is nicely handled by Maddox Robb for the first out of the inning. Battling the sun and the little breeze, able to get underneath it and make the play. Gavin Harrell will step in with 1 out and a man at first. Good speed over there, Tucker Bowen, with pretty good speed for a freshman. The catching hasn't really ruined his knees yet. That's what surprises me. Cooper Bowen is going to come back and catch in a week or two. As oftentimes, if you were healing up from a injury where he had surgery on your knee, you'd probably take your time, but he's coming right back in. Might DH a little bit first, he said. But he wants to be back on the field. He wants to be catching. There you go. That's good. Good for you, kid. 2-1 the count here on Gavin Harrell. Harrell 0 for 1 with a walk. And that one inside. Good patience there by the senior. Senior with the Mystery Machine shoes. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. That'll fill the count at 3-2. With 1 out, will Tucker Bowen be running with the pitch? Nope. Ball 4. Didn't need to. So 2 walks to 3 with just 3 hitters so far here in this 5th inning for Zane Montez. He looks down at Bowen at second base. Thinks that's as far as you're getting, Buster. Nice pitch to Howard for strike 1. Right down the pipe. As they're playing some games, trying to keep Bowen close at second base. Kevin Hoover from his second base spot. He and Callaway Smith making all kinds of glove noises. One and 2 the count to Howard. Montez peeks both ways. Fires home. Steve Reich 3 looking. What a nice pitch. Howard with his second strikeout of the day. He's 0 for 3. That'll bring up Caden Dagg, looking for his first hit of the day. And Kurt Jones wants to go out and have a chat with his defense here with 2 outs in the 5th inning. As wants to make sure everybody has their P's and Q's in a row. And their T's and I's crossed. Let's see, it'd be P's and Q's. Make sure you tell the difference between your P's and Q's when you're looking at a printer row. They're backwards and forwards the same thing. It's an old printer's term, according to our good friend Lynn Wells. Cougars are done. Runners at first and second. In steps Caden Dagg looking for his first hit today. He pokes it into left field in foul territory. The play is made by Trevin Sidwell. About 10 feet foul, and that'll do it for the running Lions. Nice job by Sidwell getting right on top of it and making the play over there nicely. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. It is 7-0 South Central.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Cisne. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Pegel's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Pegel Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for the Cougars. Here to start the top of the 6th inning. Colton Smith to be followed by Trevin Sidwell, Maddox Robb. Anybody gets on, we'll see the pitcher, Zane Montez, as Hagen Howard heads back out to the mound for his 3rd inning of work. He came in the 4th after Gavin Harrell had faced the first 4 batters in the 4th inning, walking 1 and giving 3 infield hits, and that just kind of Gavin was not in a good mood. Let's put it that way. He gave up 3 runs Gavin gave up 3 runs in that 4th inning, 3 out of the 4. Harrell gave up 5 runs on 6 hits. All 5 were earned as Smith swings through strike 3. All 5 were earned. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts for Gavin Harrell, and 2 hit by pitches. 3 innings plus. Trevin Sidwell will step in. Swing and a miss. Boy, I tell you what, a few of these South Central Cougar players are looking down there at the left field corner, seeing that big 280 sign and get a little greedy. It's not that close in Ken Mundy. What is it in the corner? 315, I think. 310, 315. In both corners. As Sidwell looks at a 1-2 count. Howard has been a little wild. He's settling down. That one picked up by Biggs. Fires across in time for the out. Second out of the inning. I didn't realize Zach Dagg had moved over to first base. Harv Kaiser out of the game. In the field, anyway. As Maddox Robb steps in, fouls off the first pitch. He will watch the second one go by for ball 1. 1-1. South Central with 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the 4th, and 1 in the 5th. Up high for ball 2. The next. Strike 2 inside or in the zone. Already 1 strikeout this inning for Hagen Howard. Can he pick up his second? Not that pitch, as it's popped foul. Home plate umpire Lee Wiley took his headgear off to get out of the way, and that ball hit the fence line and nearly came back down and hit him, as that ball 3 is in the dirt. Full count, nobody on for South Central. 2 outs. Maddox Robb pokes that into center. Caden Dagg turns his back, and it gets over his head. Robb rounds first, will head into second. Stand up double for the senior catcher for South Central. And with 2 outs, the courtesy runner will check back in. So a scoring opportunity for Zane Montez. The man out there on second base with 2 outs. South Central leads 7-0. We're in the top of the 6th. As ball 1 is up and out of the zone. Ball 2 is up and out of the zone. Howard started off this inning with his first strikeout of the night. Then he drew a ground out from Trevin Sidwell. Maddox Robb with 2 outs hits a stand-up double, and that puts us to Zane Montez looking at the 2-2 count with 2 outs and a man on after he fouls that one away. National holiday tomorrow. Opening day. Baseball season. Go ahead and take the afternoon off, folks. Tell them Bruce said it's okay. As that one is popped foul out of play. See, the guy on TV said it was fine. See how far that gets you. Clydesdales will hit the field around 2:30. Bouncer straight up the middle. It is gathered by Harrell. He fires to first in time to catch the speedy Zane Montez. That'll do it for South Central as they leave 1 off of 1 hit. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-0 Cougars.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting to work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Give me all your lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Close the book on Zane Montez, 1 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 3 and walked 2. Gave up no hits. He will be replaced by Evan Hoover. Number 3, Evan Hoover heads to the mound for the Cougars. Hoover's been all over the place today. Started out right field, came in, played a little bit of second base, and that is where Zane Montez has returned. Chase Garada started the game for South Central. He went 3 1/3, got 2 strikeouts, gave up 4 hits, no runs. No runs at all for Cisne today as Zach Dagg checks in to hit. Swing and a miss. Dagg playing first base now. Shane Losey on deck in Harv Kaiser's spot. Swing and a miss. Losey now catching. So I'm guessing Tucker Bowen then is a DH or out in the outfield. I haven't seen him out there. We'll see what happens to Eric Atwood. One and two the count from Evan Hoover. Hoover, a right-handed senior, steps well off the rubber to get set and has a full count now on Zach Dagg. Sixth inning of game with a 7-0 lead. Coach just wants you to throw strikes, and he just threw strike three to Zach Dagg. Dagg, first put out today. He had a couple of hits. He's 2 for 3 now, as Shane Losey will check in to hit. His first time today. Losey catching for the running Lions as that ball bounces in front of home plate. Lions have had some opportunities but have been unable to take advantage. Swing and a miss, strike one. Lions with 4 hits, all against Garadas. They've played good defense. Just haven't been able to get the bats unleashed yet. It's 3-1 now to Losey here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ball 4. So, Logan Perkins will check in to hit. Perkins is 1 for 2. And a nice base hit back in the 2nd and then struck out looking in the 4th. He was the first victim of Zane Montez. And he watches a low one zip past. Hoover on the mound, peeks over at third, throws strike one to Perkins. 1-1 to count. Running Lions looking for their first run of the game. They have left 7 in 5 innings. Yet to get a runner. Did they get a runner to third? Yet to get a runner to third. That one in the dirt, and Shane Losey almost took off. Maddox Robb gathered it quickly. 2-2 the count with 1 out. To Logan Perkins. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Seven nothing the score. 2 outs. As that one was a strike. Down low, ball. The runner goes, throw out to second. Not in time, so a stolen base for Shane Losey. And a scoring opportunity here for the running Lions. As shade has enveloped the field. Don't know if that's cloud. I guess that is a cloud. Not very many clouds in the sky. Well, if that's a cloud, I don't know. That must be, but sun has the sun gone behind the trees? Maybe so. 2-2 the count. This has been a pretty fast-moving game, but it's kind of slowed down a little bit lately. As there is a balk committed by Evan Hoover. First balk of the day. He just I think he thought the batter was stepping out of the box, and he may have been, but he was still in there. So he stopped his motion, and it was the easiest call of the day for the home plate umpire as Ben Spissner fouls that one away. It's 2-2 the count. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. Cougars lead 7-0. Hoover fires, popped up, out of play. No, that must have been a cloud. Boy, there aren't very many in the sky, I'll tell you. But the sun has come back onto the field. I don't know where that one came from. Looks like about one good cloud. Out of the strike zone, ball 3, full count now with a man on third. Losey, Shane Losey, off of third base. You don't want to pick up out number 3. Oh, he might just have. Nope. Boy, that was close. Nice throw over by Hoover. Sidwell laid the tag, and Losey almost late getting back. Full count. Strike 3 looking. That'll do it for the running Lions as Hoover strikes out the side. We'll head to the top of the 7th. It's 7-0 back after this.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Seven 0 South Central leads the running Lions as they come to the plate here in the top of the 7th inning. High school baseball, of course. A 7-inning affair. And Hagen Howard heads back out for his 4th inning of work. He came in the 4th inning with nobody out. Gave up a run there and a run in the 5th, but he's pitched pretty well. And he will face Evan Hoover. Hoover swings at the first pitch, knocks it across, and nice play over at third base by Josh Biggs, who throws over to Zach Dagg for the first out of the inning. Batting for Garadas will be Caden Harrell. Swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it barely outside of the fence line. Over there on the right side. Howard fires home, swing and a miss. Like I said, Harrell gave up 3 in that 4th inning, and Howard gave up just 1. He gave up 1 in the 5th. As that one bounces to second base, easy play and throw over there for Tucker Bowen. Also, Ashton Stein out in right field now for Cisne with 2 quick outs. First pitch to Luke Shoemate, knocked to Gavin Harrell. He throws it over to first. And well, he's like 3 pitches, 3 outs. That'll do it. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Running Lions need 7 to tie and extend 8 to win. We'll see if they can get that done. We'll be back after these.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane Specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane Specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
For nearly 40 years, family-owned Little Egypt Golf Cars has been dedicated to serving Southern Illinois' golf and utility car needs. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility located along I-57 in Salem. Our interactive showroom displays all of the latest accessories and vehicle designs. We offer new and used vehicle sales, a full parts and service department, and a rental fleet of over 600 vehicles. Whether it's riding in style on the course, cruising with the family, or having a rugged vehicle on the job site, we have you covered. Proudly serving Illinois and Missouri with 3 locations.
Take a trip to Old Mexico with the whole family without ever leaving Southern Illinois. It's La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon. La Fuente's authentic Mexican cuisine will delight every appetite, from sizzling fajitas to tasty tacos to the best burritos this side of the Rio Grande. La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon.
Welcome back. New pitcher, Maddox Robb, heads to the mound for the South Central Cougars. He'll replace Evan Hoover. As Hoover came in and pitched the 6th inning, he got 3 strikeouts. Gave up 1 walk, no hits, no runs, no errors. Only 4 hits in the game for Cisne to this point as Tucker Bowen swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it out of play. Robb, the catcher, on the mound now. I think they put Hoover behind the plate. He's been everywhere. Can't really tell with the catcher's gear on. But I think that's Hoover. Sidwell has moved over to first base as that ball is bounced over to the third base side, where Colton Smith is working on his third base efforts. Kurt Jones just making sure everybody gets a little hand everywhere on the field. Up high. I do think that's Evan Hoover behind the plate. He has played right field, second base, pitched, and now at catcher. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll be the first out for Cisne. Robb rearing back and chucking. He is throwing hard. as Josh Biggs stands in. Biggs looking for his first hit today. The whole top of the lineup looking for their first hit for Cisne. As 1, 2, 3, and 4 all 0 for today. 0 for 3, 0 for 1, 0 for 3, and 0 for 3. That adds up to 0 for 10 for the top 4. Ouch. Strike 3 looking. As Maddox Robb is smoking them home. South Central 1 out away from picking up their second win of the year. Cisne about 1 out away from losing their second. A ball fouled back by Gavin Harrell. He's walked a couple of times. Grounded out in the first. Harrell, the only hitter in the top 4 for Cisne to reach base. 7-0 to score with 2 outs. Up high and inside for Maddox Robb. Robb, I tell you what, he's such a good catcher. You kind of hate to see him on the mound, but my heavens, he throws hard. Down and inside, that's 3-1. Harrell has great speed. Robb doesn't want to put him on. It's a full count. With 2 outs. Robb gets his signal, fires home, ball 4. So third walk of the day for Gavin Harrell. Will bring Hagen Howard to the plate. That was just a smidge low. Good eye from Harrell. And with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, the running Lions have a base runner. Swing and a miss. Not too big a hill from a climber. For a climber, say the running Lions fans. That's like Mount Everest right now. As Howard looks at ball 1 after swinging at strike 1. 2 outs. Runner goes. Knocked over to the left side. That'll be a base hit. And Harrell will come around to third. First and third with 2 outs. So finally the top of the lineup gets to their first base hit of the day. Harrell was running with the pitch. And that got under Colton Smith. So here comes Caden Dagg. Can't keep a hitting squad down forever, can you? As Robb stands on top. Lefty swinger, Caden Dagg. 2 base runners. They need some more. Swing and a miss. Dagg 0 for 3, grounded to second. Flew out to right field and fouled out to third on his first 3 trips. Robb struck out the first 2 hitters he saw here in this 7th inning before a walk and a base hit, and Hagen Howard will take second base without a throw. Catcher's indifference is what that's called. Robb's next is low. 2-1 the count. That ball popped into center field. Easy play out there for, well, I don't know, probably Seth Jones. And that will do it as the South Central Cougars knock off the Cisne running Lions by a final score of 7-0. As you see, I don't know if you were going to do replays or not. You saw the replay there of that final one. As Cisne will fall to 2-2 on the season, while the Cougars improve to 2-1 on the season. Cougars sent 4 pitchers to the hill for the shutout as Chase Garradas, Zane Montez, Evan Hoover, and Maddox Robb all combined for a 5-hit shutout. 4 hits from Garradas and 1 from Robb. But other than that, outstanding pitching for the South Central Cougars tonight. Cisne finishes with 0 runs on 5 hits, 0 errors, 10 left on base, while the Cougars finished with 7 runs on 10 hits. They had 1 error and 8 runners left on base. Winning pitcher would be, kind of have to give it to Chase Garradas. He went longer than anybody else. Give him the win today. The loss goes to Gavin Harrell. That'll do it for us here from Cisne High School. For all of us at Wabash Catch TV, my name is Bruce Dickey. Thanking you so much for tuning in and reminding you the final score tonight. It was South Central over Cisne, 7-0. So long from Cisne High School.